This video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Today we're taking a look at the G.I.Joe Retro Cobra Storm Shadow. This is one that I was excited for in the retro line. I'm glad he was included again in Wave 1 with some of my other go-to characters for the G.I. Joe line. But let's take a look at the packaging really quick. And I do apologize, my son's got a hold of this before I got home from work and opened them up, but I was able to find all the accessories. But got the nice 80s style G.I. Joe card. Beautiful picture of Storm Shadow on the front. Definitely reminiscent of the 80s. And on the back, you do have the stat card. So you can pause there and read that if you want to. A lot less information just because they had to include the other languages, but it is nice that it is included. But that being said, let's get him opened up and see what he has in store for us. To start off, we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to show the main accessory, which is the quiver, which is nicely done. Nice painted red Arakakage symbol. You've got storage for both of his katanas. You can tell by the shape of the square at the end of the hilt. You've got some nicely detailed arrows in there, and it actually does hold his bow and arrow. It's nicely done. That will fit on his back rather loosely, so just bear in mind the slightest nudge is going to make it fall off. It will probably fall off during the course of this review, but we'll leave it on. Another thing to note is his belt and the strap for the quiver are both removable, and that allows you to bring in and allow him to wear the red sash. Now, the pictures that I'm going to show with the other accessories do have the red sash on, so you will be able to see what it looks like. But as far as accessories go, you have the nunchucks, which look really, really nice. I have an actual string. The steel fan, which always is, in my opinion, a weird accessory to include. There are two sais that have a nicely painted hilt and silver blade. You have the two kakute, which go in the hands, and history says they were usually dipped in poison. But these are nicely done and they fit in the hands really well, as you can see. You've got the kunai, which basically it's a blunt instrument. Originally thought to be used in masonry, but adopted as a weapon. And then you have the two shoiken, or ninja stars. They are so small, but they are really, really nice accessories. And then the two katanas, which look really good. Painted silver blades, nicely detailed on the hilt. So those look really nice as well. So accessories on this Storm Shadow do not disappoint at all. Another accessory that he comes with is these, which attach to the strap for the quiver. I'm not sure what they are. I'm wondering if there's some sort of broadhead arrow selection. If you know, if you do know, let me know in the comments, please. I'm curious to figure out what it is. But some more added detail here on the back. Now, this is removable. It is somewhat of a bear to do, but it can be done. There we go. And it's nice that the belt comes off. Really is a nice touch. But let's take a look at the figure. He comes on the standard Cobra G.I. Joe stand. So looking at some details, nicely sculpted eyes and face, nicely painted really well, especially for such a small figure. Entire body is really just white plastic, with the exception of the lower legs. They're painted white with some gray paint. Nicely detailed pants for the gi. You got the ninja style toes on the feet, coming up the sides and back. Nicely detailed again with the outfit. Again, all just white plastic. Head feels to be painted, but well, some of the body feels that way too, but it may just be the texture of the plastic. It's hard to tell. The forearms and hands are definitely painted, but let's get into some articulation. Head is on a ball, so you got a little bit up, a little bit down, all the way around, and some quizzical attitude, which I think is fitting for the character. Arms are on disc hinges, so they can go all the way up, all the way around, rotation below the elbow, or above the elbow, a little bit less than 90 degrees of bend. Hands do pivot, and this side can pivot in and out. This side can pivot up and down. And again, not pivot, they have rotation. You do have a ball joint for the waist, so you have 360 degrees, a little bit back, but decent amount forward. Now, legs can kick up to there, back to there. Double jointed knee, which is nice. And then the feet do pivot up and down. And slight bit of a rocker, not really much, but you can get a little bit of flex to it. So overall, nicely detailed. Looks good. And here he is with his quiver on and the final accessory, which is the bow and arrow. It's nice how the fingers are actually separated, so he is able to hold the arrow in his hand. Give the impression he's getting ready to take aim with it. So he is very nicely done. He really is. I can't complain. Alright, so let's start with the bad here. It is definitely an older mold. So the hands could have been designed a little bit better. He has a lot of trouble holding some of the weapons just because his hands are so small, and the fingers do feel a bit short. Articulation, could we use a double jointed elbow, but I think that would have been difficult to do with the actual detail on the shirt. Head sculpt, I love the eyes, but it's not the mask that we're used to. It's a 2-bit hood and mask where growing up he always had the one piece. You know, that to me it just had a more cleaner look. But I am glad that I have this in this collection. He looks amazing. He does have better articulation than some of the other Joes in this line. The weapons, the amount of accessories is absurdly good. And he does have a wonderful shelf presence. So I am glad that I do have him in my collection. I do recommend him. Again, I am fully in on this line, so whenever I see one, I am going to grab him. The only ones I need in this release, this wave, are Scarlet and the Baroness. So good luck if you find them. If you find an extra, let me know. But that being said, I do highly recommend this guy. If you haven't already, please sub to the channel, like the video, and get your bell on so you get notified of future content. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.